Okay. Next set of matches is SinDarkFatez and Chikrum versus Cracker and Toaf again.
Holy fuck.
All right, this should be a fun one. Sin and Chikrum, kind of seen as two of the more mechanically gifted of the new players here. We'll have to see how they play together. Elusive and Toaf, we saw them play in another matchup earlier on.
If needed.
Hopefully they have a little bit better luck here.
I can Dragon Slayer one of them.
Rough start for Sin so far.
Or that's cool.
They are trying to set up a Dragon Slayer combo, but Chikrum gets hit by the dazzle, so he decides to just fire it off so he can keep that arsenal moving.
I am actually getting Aura. Just stay behind tree.
No Aura. That's a rough way to start here. I think he's going to probably overwrite the judgment, I would guess. Haven't seen a lot of too nasty enviros yet.
Go back to my base to grab the Aura.
Yeah, if you want, I would say I got another Dragon Slayer if you just want to try to go to base then.
Let's see. Elusive and Toaf are just kind of hanging out here together. Not sure exactly what they're trying to pull off, or if they're just scared of Toaf going back down into his base, or no, that's Elusive's base downstairs.
Not much interesting happening right now. It looks like all four players were at least a little bit stunned in the early game. Good rain there, though.
If you want to, I can go in.
Yeah, you almost never actually hit rains on Palace, let alone behind the trees. That was some divine providence to get some damage there out of that firestorm. But first blood to Elusive.
Yeah, very good, good hit somehow.
That looked like it was a Venom Fang headed towards Chikrum.
I don't know.
Yes, Firestorm.
More Firestorm. He gets hit by a Firestorm as well.
Yeah.
He keeps stopping and jumping for whatever reason, and that just got him hit.
Yeah, I think normally you just want to run away from, especially Firestorm.
Yep. Firestorm you just run away from, and 99% of the time you're fine as long as you run in a straight line. Lunar Force laid down, though. Was that Chikrum that put that down?
Yeah, they were planning that previously. They were Chikrum mentioned the Lunar Force.
Fuck.
Okay, well, Sin has recovered very nicely here. He's got a solid hand. No shield, but it's a little bit more safe as a cartwheeler.
Yeah, Toaf and Cracker definitely would have wanted to get more early game pressure out once they saw that, but I guess they just probably couldn't.
Yeah, they're controlling that high ground well up there. Is that Chikrum's base in the middle then? In between the two escalators?
Yeah, it seems so. It looks like they're unfortunately forcing Chikrum off his cards where he doesn't really get a chance to play. Okay, Sin finally finding a defensive, so we might actually see some slugging going on finally.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart to play slow. If that's the issue. But here we go. Finally going to get some action.
Oh, so I can pretty much break any shield.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Chikrum walked sort of into a sandwich when they had the chance to turn it on Toaf.
Glacial on Toaf slows things down. They might be able to get some pressure onto Chikrum in the meantime.
Can only hope.
Fire Gehenna slowly whittling his own health pool down.
It's a re-in for 4. Psycho Knife's coming. Psycho Knife's coming out, not hitting. Very sort of an uneasy feeling in the neutral game for both teams. A sense of possible explosions everywhere, you know.
Ooh, big hit.
Yeah, very good hit. And there's the knockdown for 5.
Rockshot trades back, but Elusive lost the shield to a lightning sword from Chikrum. So hand advantage currently to Sin and Chikrum, but they are still losing out on the trades here.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, that's a big Fire Gehenna.
Wow, yeah, 9 damage Fire of Gehenna with all those buffs. Very interesting.
Ooh, Elusive with a good dodge there to at least get away from the reincarnation, but he is more or less trapped out of his base unless Sin walks away. But Chikrum's now behind him.
Oh, you can try to
he got lucky with the sign blocking it there.
I can pretty much reach someone
melee hit.
Difficult to pick
melee
up
hit,
now.
Toaf is zoned. Sin's talking about his ability to reset with Fire of Gehenna. Probably one of the main advantages of the ability. It's just being able to kill yourself at any time.
With the Lunar Force gone, though, it's at least not a one-shot from the Fire of Gehenna.
Yeah, there goes Fire of
Toaf
Gehenna
will
again.
get the pickup, but that was painful.
Oh, he did. Did he get the body?
Yes, he did.
Oh. All right, there we go.
He even got out.
Wow, Toaf managing to survive that. That's neat. Bullet of Fire coming in, Will-O-Wisp coming in, getting blocked.
Pretty similar state for both teams now. One with moderate health and another one at one shot, but there's the good self-revive. They're doing the same thing on the other end.
Even game, pretty much. Small lead by Chikrum, but a small lead in a situation like this could turn into a very big one with some good play.
I want to get
or it could disappear completely.
I can take the rock shot.
Those rock shots coming out, just trying to get some pressure with the parabolas. Not looking for particularly tight angles, so just obviously just looking for pressure, not looking for amazing hits or anything. Good dazzle. Rock shot.
Didn't get the follow-up, unfortunately.
Oh, wrong button. Fuck me.
Another dazzle coming out. Misses Chikrum. Rock shot's coming out. Rock shot does hit. Rian, good Rian. Willow following up. Okay, Willow hits. ElusiveCracker is down. Here comes Bullet of Fire. Toaf playing around the escalator. Elusive's going to try and retreat. They want to get back their high ground. They realize that going in there was a bit of a mistake. They're both going to push back up the escalator, just trying to stay away from combat. Here comes more rock shots, more neutral. Rian hits the escalator. Not amazing for Sin, honestly. If that had hit, that would have been a way better situation. But here comes more bullets of fire getting blocked. Toaf's going to head towards the escalator, trying to just push Sin off just a little bit to give him some breathing room. Now they have that breathing room. Sin moving to play behind the boxes, but here comes the half walls to protect ElusiveCracker. ElusiveCracker just playing around the half walls. Here comes Toaf, more parabolas. This is very interesting. Bullet of fire gets blocked by the pole. Very, very weird neutral being played, but it's very interesting to watch.
Yeah, controlling the high ground is really going to be key for them here, but they've allowed at least Sin to get up here. It looks like Chikrum has also made his way up here.
And and as you say that, they unfortunately lose the high ground. This is...
Yep, and now they're just getting chipped away at.
Okay,
Chikrum and Fates played them really good there, taking the high ground from them.
Yeah, they noticed a gap in the defense, and they pushed it until the defense just snapped in half.
Now, Chikrum down low with the sword, while he's up here with the Willow Rian, is a really good place to be in. Toaf is eating Rian after Rian.
Yeah, Toaf has no chance of getting up the escalator. He's just going to have to concede for now while Cracker tries to make an opening. He's going to be able to get back to the other escalator with Cracker trying to zone, playing defense. Rock shots coming in, bullet of fire coming in, nothing hitting. Another rock shot, just a lot of rock shots just flying.
Big hit.
Oh, but the immediate res, only for 3 HP though, and this is going to be a loss if one Rian or really anything touches Cracker here.
Nice.
Oh, Rian. Wow. Rian seemed to fly over his head, but still hits and does damage.
This is a guild war, so sorry if I really don't read chat. I apologize, but...
All right, yeah, that was a solid game out of both teams. Very well played. We saw good decision-making out of both teams, and the tactical intentions of trying to hold that high ground, holding Chikrum out of his base for a long time. But eventually, they just weren't able to keep up, and Chikrum and Fates were able to move up there and assert their dominance on that high ground, and that was enough to make the difference there to take the win on Palace.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very interesting to sort of watch the gears turn in both teams' heads and just see that small gap form, and Chikrum and Sin managed to just push it wide open. It was insane.
Too far. All right, I was checking for the next game. Looks like we can go to 14-20.
Okay, 14-20. All right. Hold on. I've skipped to 14-21, and the game has decided to play. All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play.
All right, here comes the next game. Pano.
Dance of Death start here for Sin. Getting the speed up, swift blow, guard, that's all pretty solid. Then the boost mine out of Chikrum. He's probably running Ricochet. That seems to be what he favors on Panorama. Great start for both of them. Another yellow in hand for Chikrum, possibly another boost mine.
It looks like Toaf's unfortunately getting not some very good cards. 2 defenses, a red, and 2 mana.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slow start. Elusive, though, has a really strong start. Tiger Strength already. With the Lunar Force down, lots of aura, defenses, attacks. Not sure what he's running yet, but whatever it is, he looks like he's pretty well set up.
Yeah, the only thing they can really hope for is to just get some pressure, but it looks like both teams are playing neutral because, the thing you have to recognize with Pano, I think, is just that the map is sort of split into 2 sections for sure.
Well, there goes. He decided to pick up a second dance, actually. So it is Rico out of Elusive as well. They're trading Ricos back and forth.
Rico? Oh, no, 2 Ricos. Okay.
Yep, well, there's the reason he brought 2 dances. There he goes. He thought he was safe after iron skinning 1, but he immediately had another, and he was able to get that hit for free.
Of course, Dance of Death being easy to dodge, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's easy to dodge, but he can't really do anything. He can't stop to shoot Rico because it's so low cost. And Toaf isn't there to get him off either.
Clean hits, yeah. Toaf finally coming to back up Cracker, but it might be too late, honestly. This might have been the game, possibly, if they can just push this advantage. All they have to do is fall back to neutral now and wait to be able to push
Well, they are able to push him off, and Chikrum wasn't there for the moment. So they get a little bit of damage. Elusive does go down, but Toaf's right on top of him. Oh, that was a pretty ponderous pickup there.
That's Psycho Burst hitting 3 people. Very interesting.
Yeah, the Photon Burst was pretty big there. Got quite a bit of damage in. Whoop. More Rico out of Elusive. Oh, that's painful right there. There's the 8. Toaf takes 8 as well, but he also kills Chikrum.
Down. Oh, my.
You got to crush it. You got to crush it. Nope.
Oh, no. Sin eats a... Ooh, Ricochet. You know, I feel like misnaming skills is slowly going to become my thing.
Well, that's Affin's thing. You can't have Affin's thing. Otherwise, Affin's just left with being bad at Phantom Dust.
Well, maybe me and Affin will just have to share, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're just cheap.
I think I'm also bad at Phantom Dust.
Yeah, but you have the excuse of only playing for a month. He's played for years. He's played for years. Affin, why? Why do you still not know what a vibration laser is?
Sorry for the people talking in the background.
That was indeed a game of Pano right there. We had the whole gambit. We had multiple Enviros. We had Dance of Death. We had multiple Ricochet lasers. And it came down to the chaos of who got hit when. And that goes and ties up the series 1-1. And we'll hopefully move on to a real map. Looks like we're headed to lane next. Let's see if we can get to our start point.
I'm on the word start. I am at 18:15.
I was about to say the same. 3, 2, 1, play.
Last round is lane. Going to be pretty interesting. Nice start for Sin.
That's right. It's worth noting that this is best of 3 for the Guild Wars. I wasn't involved with the system. I'm not sure why they decided to go with best of 3 specifically, but this will be the game decider. Remind me again, I don't remember if we touched on it. What are the guilds here? We have OD for Toaf and Cracker, right?
So we have OD, and then we have LFG. Losing feels good.
Oh, so it's still LFG. So it's 2 teams from the same 2. Okay.
Yeah, so it was 2 teams. So it was 2 teams from each guild volunteered, and then they would swap around to fight each other afterwards.
I see. Okay.
Very calm neutral happening.
Yeah, the Lunar Force is down. Chikrum, I'm not sure if he laid that. It looks like Sin is going to go for the Tiger Strength laser build here, but so far he hasn't really gotten any lasers, just Blaster, and there's a slide laser. He could get up high and get some start with that, but there's the 5 damage Blaster trade. That's the Spider-Man GIF meme right there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about Toaf walking up when he could have stayed back with the laser. Although I guess, you know, he's trying to prevent Sin from rotating, which it did work.
Yeah, when you're running the laser build here, controlling the height is a big part of that. So we're going to be looking to have Sin control the height here while Chikrum moves in and tries to keep them all at a distance for Sin. But Chikrum's already taken a bit of damage, which will make that a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, here comes Cracker on the left, just trying to establish a perimeter, not going to be able to really get around or do anything particularly aggressive, but here goes Chikrum trying to push. Toaf and Cracker are going to centralize their positions, trying to hold them off, and Chikrum's going to back off, recognizing the danger. Cracker's going to push up just a tad, comes around the corner, might be a little bit of a mistake, but the Blaster misses. Here comes a Will-O-Wisp, Glacial Walled, second Will-O-Wisp, here comes Blaster. He does not get knocked down. Cracker's going to push a little bit. Toaf's supporting with the Ricochet lasers. This is going to be very interesting neutral. Here comes Elusive. Chikrum is 1 HP. Not very good situation now. They're just being absolutely stuffed in.
Nice,
but Cracker is down. That was a beautiful trade. Absolutely amazing recognition from SinDark that he would win that trade and get the kill. Toaf weirdly unable to push in, it looks like. Not Oh, okay.
They thought they sensed blood in the water. They had them on the defensive there. But getting over aggressive and then hitting into that photon wave was a big momentum shift here. But Toaf and Elusive are still pretty healthy compared to the 7-1 of Chikrum. I feel like they had a bit of a positional error here with Sin not moving further back onto the roof on the other side there, where we're looking right now. He should have been moving back there because Chikrum was being zoned off of his base. And
I don't know about that intentional reset.
I mean, the reset probably needed to happen, but I would not have dropped the laser. Out of everything, not the laser. Especially if you just overwrote your guard for an array shell. And now you're stuck with vibration laser photon wave, and Chikrum is just getting blasted from all angles.
Yeah, it looks like Chikrum's just going to start taking incoming fire now. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, there was some pretty rough choices here when it came to what he was dropping, and then also his position definitely needed some work there when he was running the Tiger Slide.
I can't really tell if Cracker's getting over aggressive or if he's just recognizing the disadvantage that they've put themselves at, SinDark and Chikrum.
Well, he got over aggressive whenever he pushed into Sin's base, but surprise photon wave is what surprise photon wave is.
Oh, overriding Tiger Strength.
It's not the worst choice here. He needs to start working towards that vibration laser. I probably would have just gotten rid of the array shell.
Yeah, one more shield on bench is definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it feels bad overriding 2 shields in a row, but he had to get online with a laser.
Yeah, that can definitely be a death sentence, overriding more than like X shields,
Chikrum is doing a really good job here of just not getting blasted while his partner is not ready to fight.
Wow.
And now they're cleaning it up.
Cracker's down. Toaf is alone in a corner, sad and crying, curled up in the fetal position, waiting to die, and there it is.
Despite that mid-game fumble, we see Chikrum and SinDarkFatez pull it off. Got to give big props to Chikrum for handling that aggro for it was a full minute and a half without any help from Sin.
Yeah, that was very impressive defensive play by Chikrum. I would have loved to see his POV. Manages to just survive 2 players, which is already a feat in itself, but then manages to transfer that into a neutral, into a punish, and basically just end the game immediately.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good series back and forth. Lots of action from both teams, but that's another loss for OD and another feels good for losing feels good.
Yeah, I guess so.